Hunting Deathclaws is one of the many fun things you can do in Fallout games. But how does the overall gameplay in general in New Vegas compare to Fallout 3? Is this game just as fun or even better than Fallout 3? Well, Fallout New Vegas is the next game in the Fallout series after Fallout 3. In this game, you're a courier who was shot and lost his package that he was delivering. Then you get revived by a doctor in a random village in the middle of nowhere. That's about all I'll say, other than after that, the story takes a few twists and turns, and overall I think it's a lot better than Fallout 3's story. Fallout 3's story just seemed kind of corny and something that I had seen before. Whereas in Fallout New Vegas, it seemed a bit more unique and original, which is why I like it better than Fallout 3's story. I also find the map of New Vegas a bit better than Fallout 3's because it has the New Vegas Strip and many other cool areas around it. Another thing that adds to that is the different communities you interact with, such as the Legion. I love building alliances and rivalries with different factions, and this is something that is definitely a plus to New Vegas. It's awesome that when you build a strong bond with an ally, they will offer abilities or other items to help you out. I also love that when you're big enemies with someone else, they will attack you on sight and may even send assassins to kill you. It makes the game a lot more interesting for sure. Overall, I just think the Nevada-California area was a much better place for a Fallout game, although the capital area in 3 was pretty cool. I just prefer the atmosphere of New Vegas. The actual gameplay of New Vegas is very, very similar to Fallout 3. You will most likely stack up stim packs, kill enemies with VATS, and collect various other items, and sell them to stores or vendors all around the Mojave Wasteland. It's kind of similar to Fallout 3. There are a few changes though. One of the biggest ones that comes to mind is weapon mods you can buy to improve your weapon. I actually didn't find myself using these too much. I actually didn't find myself using too many of these, but I bought a couple. Other than that, there are workbenches and reloading benches where you can create ammo and items. I find this to be one of the biggest gameplay changes. It's awesome that you can find items to create things such as repair kits and extra ammo. I found myself using the reload benches and workbenches the most. There's also a new skill called survival, but I didn't find myself using it too much. Maybe other people used it a lot, but I don't know. I didn't feel like it was a necessary skill to add. Another change is that you can have 2 companions. The only thing is that only one of your companions can be human. So even though you can have 2 companions, there is still a little restriction, but at least you can have more than one companion. There is also the companion wheel, which I didn't find to be too much of a change. It just made the companion commands easier. Anyways, I like the gameplay in New Vegas better than Fallout 3 as well. It's just a bit more streamlined. Overall, I love Fallout New Vegas, and I find it better than Fallout 3, as most of you can probably tell. The only thing I do not like about Fallout New Vegas is that it has over 5,000 bugs. Okay, that's not an actual statistic, but seriously, it seems like this game has 10 times the bugs that Fallout 3 had. I am not talking about Cazador bugs, I'm talking about game bugs, game glitches. It's so annoying. I think they fixed a lot of bugs, but there still seems to be a lot when I play it. The second thing I absolutely hate is the loading times in New Vegas. They're ridiculous. You can sometimes sit there for 10 minutes, maybe even more, and it won't load. Sometimes my Xbox actually would freeze when trying to load the game. It would freeze. That's ridiculous. And this isn't just a problem with New Vegas. This also happened in Fallout 3. I remember Fallout 3 had various reports of things that would freeze the game, and in Fallout New Vegas, it seems to be the most common one, at least for me, is frickin' loading it. It's ridiculous. I mean, loading is one of the key mechanics in a game. You gotta be able to load areas if you want to go to them, so why does it take so dang long? I mean, in the Half-Life games, there's no cinematics, there's really no breaks in the gameplay except for when you're moving from one area to the other and it needs to load. And those loading times in Half-Life are very, very short, like less than a minute, and they're loading whole areas. In New Vegas, they're loading whole areas, and the loading times will be like, again, 5 to 10 minutes. I just can't get over the fact that the loading times are ridiculous. I even eventually deleted saves, and that solved the problem of the game freezing, but the load times were still atrocious, and I actually haven't played New Vegas in a long time, and it's honestly because of the load times. Anyways, I would... Just one more example, I would honestly sometimes plan to play this game for, like, I don't know, up to 3 hours, and then I would stop because of loading times, and that's ridiculous, that I would actually stop playing a game that I planned to play for hours just because of loading times. But anyways, other than those 2 main beefs I have with this game, I think it's a very good game, but the bugs and the load times, jeez, it's ridiculous. Now it's time for the final verdict. I give Fallout New Vegas a 9.2. Now, you'll have to wait till my Fallout 3 review to see what I give that game, but I give New Vegas a 9.2 because I think it improved on the gameplay. I think it improved on the story, and overall, I think since Bethesda sort of experimented with the whole new type of Fallout game, that when Obsidian came in to make this game, that they knew the mistakes that Bethesda had made, and they knew how to fix those mistakes. The only things that Obsidian did wrong was all the bugs. I honestly probably would have gave New Vegas up. I probably would have gave it a couple more points if it didn't have the bugs or the load times. But it does, and that is what brings it down a bit. Anyways, I'm going in reverse order as I had said. So Fallout 3 review will be next Sunday, and I hope you guys are excited for that. See you next time.